As my speech class comes to a close, I've learned so much that I will continue to use in future speeches and how I communicate with people. To begin, I learned to be more confident and to be more engaged with my audience and not just speaking to camera. I learned that I learned different types of techniques to use when speaking so that I don't get distracted or off track. I learned different ways of speaking to my audience, whether that be in a funny, goofy way, making my audience laugh, my audience more engaged, or whether that be making sure my audience understands what I'm saying, giving better context, keeping that in mind. I learned to also keep on the straight and narrow path and not going off the rails, as they say. With the end of this class coming to a close, this being the final half week, I can't do anything but be proud of myself for the grade I got and be proud of the improvements I made. Speaking not just in front of a camera, but speaking in general. I speak to everybody differently now because of the speech class, because of what I learned in the book we read. A lot of the techniques I'll take with me and use in my future. Whenever, God willing, I do get drafted to the NFL. God willing, I do make it that far. God willing, I do continue this journey with no injuries, my football journey. I will continue to use my speech techniques and continue to use what I've learned in this class to go beyond that. I might even take another speech class to continue to improve. With that being said, I can't do any more than just be proud of myself, be happy about what I learned, the many techniques, the many fixes to my weaknesses, and the many things that strengthened my speeches, the way I speak. I already speak intelligently and diligently, but now I'm able to do it a lot easier, and I don't talk as fast. I had an issue with that growing up, and I still kind of do, but I learned to get over that through these speech classes, through practicing, through warming up my mouth in a way before I speak to people, if that makes any sense. I learned that technique, not just from that book, but also from online sources that helped me with those classes too. Because I had my fellow brethren who are on the football team take this class, and I asked them for advice with the speeches that we were doing. They helped me, and I used that still as I'm giving this closing speech. It was a short 8-week class. I expected it to go smoothly, and it did. I expected nothing but the best. I expected a great grade. I expected to be really engaged with my teacher and really just pass the class like I'm supposed to. Hopefully I did do that. Hopefully this last speech, for now, sees my teacher well and sees enough for me to at least get above a 90, 95, hoping. Yeah, my speeches are now more stronger than ever. The way I speak is so much better. The way I speak is a lot more fluid, a lot more go with the flow instead of going off the rails, switching it up, or just rambling on about things that don't pertain to it. Staying on track, keeping with context, adding more context, and trying to get my audience to understand how my way of life looks through my speeches. I used my speeches to express. I didn't think I'd ever do that with my speeches. I gained a lot. I learned a lot, and I can't do anything more but thank my teacher, my classmates, my peoples, and my house that I'm in with right now, who made sure I was on top of this, made sure I was on top of my classwork, especially the speech class. Like, they couldn't wait to hear my speeches whenever I was done with them. So, Mr. Brewer, classmates, whoever's watching this, I want to say thank you. And I appreciate you. If nobody else has told you, I'm going to tell you. Thank you for everything that you have taught me. And thank you for everything that came with this class. Have a great rest of your summer. Thank you again.